Most are probably great and snow egrets. I'm just hoping there's a wood stork among them. You can see them all flying away. Hello everybody. Today is Wednesday, September 6th. I'm doing something a little different today. Normally I film before or on the way to somewhere and say, hey, I'm on the way to wherever. But today I'm coming to you after. So I visited Tishomingo National Wildlife Refuge on the north shore of Lake Texoma. It's near Tishomingo, Oklahoma. There was a wood stork reported there today. A man, a legitimate birder, reported seeing the one wood stork at Dick's Pond. I didn't name the pond. And said it was fairly dry, or nearly dry, which makes sense because we haven't had rain in a month or more. So I made an emergency trip down there as soon as I saw that he had posted, which it was earlier today. And I got down there, and of course it's hot. We're under a heat advisory. There wasn't much wind. I got down to the boardwalk / pier thing at Dick's Pond, and as I was walking, something happened that scared me almost to death. There is vegetation that grows under the boardwalk, and there was branches from shrubs and such coming out from between the boards. And as I was walking up, one of the shrubs started moving like this, and I heard this big noise and then this thumping on the boardwalk and something crashing underneath. And I didn't know what it was. It's usually very quiet out there. And I must have a good heart because it should have, I should have had a heart attack after that. But it turns out it was a big white-tailed buck deer. And as soon as I saw what was going on, even though I was freaked out, I looked over the side to see what it was, and I saw those big velvet antlers come out from underneath there and crash into the grass and everything. And I was able to get some so-so photos of it, and here's a little crummy video. I couldn't set up my good camera in time before he left. Anyway, here's that. Well, that was nice. So I thought to myself, if I don't see the wood stork, at least there was that. That was pretty cool. So I walked out on the pier, and I couldn't see well because the sun, what little is left of the pond and what little is left of it is on the west side of the pier, so the sun was beaming down from the west. It's, evening here. And there were a lot of great egrets, tons of them. A few snow egrets, but mostly great egrets. And they all took off when they saw me. And I started scanning, and eventually I saw a wood stork. I was so happy. It's not a live bird. I've actually seen wood storks before migrating overhead one time. Oddly enough, not too far from Tishomingo, Oklahoma. So I saw the one, and then I saw more. And I tried to set up my camera, but for some reason my batteries were dead. I normally keep them charged, but I don't know what happened. I must not have, I don't know. So that was kind of a bummer, but I did take all these photos. And I got some crummy video with my phone. I'll show it to you right here. It was such a nice experience, even though it was blazing in that sun. Ugh, brutal. And I'm gonna go ahead and go back in the morning. So I'll be going back in the morning of September 7th to see if I can see them. And this time I should have the sun on my side, and I'll sneak up a little better and see what I can do. But that was very successful, and that was really nice. Now since my last big year update, I haven't seen a whole lot. I saw 2 big year birds, and one of them was a lifer. I went to a small town in Oklahoma where someone saw and photographed some black-bellied whistling ducks, which it's not unheard of to see them in this state, but the sightings are isolated for sure. I got there, the ducks were nowhere to be found, but I went ahead and did some roadside birding, and I heard and then saw a Bell's virio, which was nice to add to the list because it was in May, and it was kind of right around the time that you're not going to hear them singing much anymore after that. So it was good to get the Bell's virio. And so on the same day, I traveled to Tishomingo Wildlife Refuge, again, where I just was. And as I was driving down a dirt road with my windows down, I heard a Yellowbreasted Chat. And I knew it was that because I'd been listening to I'd been listening to some recordings of them, hoping to see one this year, finally. And then I saw it, and it was a lifer, and I got these crummy photos. I don't remember if I got any video, but if I did, I'll put it on there. But whatever it wasn't good because I didn't get very close. So those are the 3 birds I've added to the list since May. And of course, during the summer, I'm not going to see anything new because I've already seen all the birds that I can in the location where I live. So hopefully I'll be able to do some traveling before too long and add some more yearbirds and hopefully some lifers. I'd love to go to Colorado. I always add yearbirds and lifebirds every time I go there. So that'll be nice. But if I can't, I might go down to the Rio Grande Valley. It's like a whole nother world down there. Anyway, that's it. And I guess I might make another video if I can get anything decent of the Wood Storks for tomorrow. And wish me luck.